My name is Richard Odoms. I'm a police officer with the San Antonio Police Department. I've been on for 23 years.
For over 24 years, Officer Richard Odoms has patrolled multiple service areas in San Antonio, all while maintaining a second career as a professional boxer and MMA fighter. But it all started on the west side of San Antonio.
I grew up on the west side of San Antonio. I was exposed to a lot of drug dealing, a lot of drug use, activity, things along those lines. That became part of, why I wanted to become a police officer. So you can't change the world, but I can at least try and change the little area that I live in.
As Officer Odoms made the decision to become a police officer, he knew that he needed martial arts experience to navigate him through what he knew was going to be a very physically demanding job.
I felt like I needed to be able to defend myself. I felt like I'd be inefficient if I wasn't able to defend myself. I felt like I needed to get a black belt in something. So I went with Taekwondo. As I went in there and I was getting my butt kicked every day, things like that, getting kicks and punches, which was something new and something exciting. And I got my black belt before I got onto the department. When I got on the department, I got kind of pulled away from the situation. The academy is demanding, man. So you have to be there for the academy. You really don't have time for any type of physical activity outside of that.
It was here that Officer Odoms began his career as a San Antonio police officer, also simultaneously becoming a professional boxer at the same time. Officer Odoms had a very successful boxing career, however, injuries caused him to cut his career short. As fate would have it, Officer Odoms was not done competing yet. A new opportunity arose to him in the form of mixed martial arts, an opportunity that made him a champion.
The Ultimate Fighter competition was coming up. Around that time, you had Riojas. Riojas passed away. While we were training down at the academy and things like that, Riojas came in a couple of times because he had some past boxing. And he came in to help me out as far as sparring and things like that. He could hold his own. And that night, he got killed. It was a somewhat BJJ ground fighting type situation. And I felt if that could happen to him, that could definitely happen to me.
Head kick, audacious.
Legacy Fighting Alliance is who it was that I won the belt with. But that was maybe 10 years of competing. Man, I've seen so much stuff. I went to Russia, I went to Japan, I went to the Philippines and competed there. I've been all over the United States competing in MMA. So a lot of work went into that.
Officer Odoms now teaches martial arts as a way to give back to his community.
You know, it's always good for my heart to give back. Teaching with kids is awesome as far as, bringing me back and humbling me down. I get to see children go through their situations, get to help them through their problems that they're having. They say it's bullying or it's just lack of confidence or things like that, and I get to see them flourish.
Whether it be through training cadets at the San Antonio Police Academy or still fighting crime, one thing is for sure, Officer Odoms still loves his job.
I love being a police officer because I get to help people. I get to help people in their situation where they may not be on the right path, I get to be able to talk to people in their nonsense, be able to see what's going on in their life and be able to kind of direct them and give them a better focus. Not every time everybody needs to go to jail, I think the whole situation that I went through with the sports, the martial arts, being at the academy, teaching at the academy, and being out has made me overall just a better officer.
There is a commanding presence about Officer Odoms, one that is unique and makes you want to follow him. His story is still being written, and we will be here to follow.